Hello everyone, and welcome back to our book review series. Today, we have a very special book to discuss, It Ends With Us, by Colleen Hoover. This gripping novel has taken the literary world by storm, and it's time to dive in and explore its intricacies. It Ends With Us is a heart-wrenching contemporary romance that delves into the complexities of love, strength, and personal growth. The story revolves around Lily Bloom, a young woman who finds herself caught in a tumultuous relationship. As the narrative unfolds, we witness her journey and the emotional challenges she faces along the way. The book features a diverse cast of characters, each playing a significant role in Lily's life. From her first love, Atlas Corrigan, to her husband, Ryle Kincaid, these characters bring depth and complexity to the story. Their interactions and relationships add layers of intrigue, making it impossible to put the book down. However, the heart and soul of the novel lies with Lily Bloom. She is a strong, determined protagonist who captivates readers with her vulnerability and resilience. The story revolves around her choices, struggles, and the internal battles she faces. Colleen Hoover has beautifully crafted Lily's character, making her relatable and endearing. It Ends With Us is a book that should be read by anyone who appreciates thought-provoking stories that delve into the complexities of human relationships. It addresses themes of domestic abuse, personal growth, and the choices we make when faced with difficult situations. Colleen Hoover's writing style is immersive and emotive, drawing readers into the story from the very first page. Her ability to evoke raw emotions and create a vivid sense of atmosphere is truly remarkable. However, I must warn you that the upcoming script contains spoilers, so if you haven't read the book yet, you might want to return later. As you start reading It Ends With Us, you'll be immediately drawn into Lily's world. The initial chapters set a captivating tone, leaving you with curious questions that keep you energized and engaged. You'll find yourself pondering Lily's life path will take and the decisions she'll make. It's a roller coaster of emotions that keeps you turning the pages. Throughout the story, the characters undergo significant changes, growing and evolving as the plot unfolds. Lily's transformation, in particular, is compelling to witness. Her journey forces her to confront her fears, question her beliefs, and make difficult choices that have profound consequences. Colleen Hoover skillfully develops the supporting characters as well. From Atlas, Lily's first love, who returns to her life unexpectedly, to Ryle, her seemingly perfect husband with a dark side, each character brings their dynamic to the narrative. However, there are certain parts of the book where the inclusion of certain characters and subplots felt unnecessary and distracted from the main story. What makes It Ends With Us truly remarkable are the surprising twists and turns that occur throughout the narrative. When you think you have the story figured out, Hoover throws in unexpected moments that leave you shocked and gasping for breath. It's a testament to her storytelling prowess and ability to keep readers on the edge of their seats. One particular aspect that deserves mention is the way the book tackles sensitive topics such as domestic abuse. Hoover handles this difficult subject matter with grace and sensitivity, shedding light on the complexities of such relationships and the emotional turmoil experienced by those involved. Now, let's talk about the ending. It's a culmination of the emotional journey you've been on with Lily, and trust me when I say it's utterly captivating. The ending takes a surprising turn that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the characters and the choices they made. It's an ending that stays with you long after you finish the last page. As I mentioned earlier, the upcoming section contains major spoilers for It Ends With Us, by Colleen Hoover. If you haven't read the book yet and don't want the ending spoiled, I highly recommend you skip ahead or watch this video after you've finished reading. Consider this your final warning. Alright, now let's delve into the ending of It Ends With Us. In the last few pages, we discover that Ryle, Lily's seemingly perfect husband, had been physically abusing her all along. It's a shocking revelation that turns the story on its head, leaving readers stunned and deeply affected. The raw and emotional impact of this revelation is amplified by the fact that we, as readers, have been intimately connected to Lily's journey. We've witnessed her joys, her struggles, and her internal conflicts. We've rooted for her, hoping she would find happiness and overcome the obstacles in her path. Throughout the book, we've seen Lily's love for Ryle and her desperation to make their relationship work. We've felt her conflicted emotions as she balances her love for him with the reality of the abuse she endures. The revelation of the abuse serves as a turning point, forcing Lily to confront the harsh truth and make a life-altering decision. It's a courageous act for Lily to leave an abusive relationship, but it's also a reminder of the strength within each of us to choose ourselves and prioritize our well-being. Colleen Hoover masterfully captures the internal struggle faced by Lily and the complexity of such situations. The portrayal of Lily's journey resonates with readers on a profound level. It forces us to question our own beliefs about love, sacrifice, and self-worth. We're compelled to examine our preconceived notions and challenge the societal norms that often make it difficult for victims of abuse to break free. The ending of It Ends With Us is not only a moment of liberation for Lily but also an opportunity for readers to reflect on the importance of self-love and the strength it takes to walk away from toxic relationships. It prompts us to examine our own lives and relationships, urging us to prioritize our happiness and well-being above all else. Colleen Hoover's ability to address such a sensitive topic with authenticity and compassion is truly commendable. By incorporating her own experiences into the story, she brings a depth of understanding that makes the narrative even more powerful. These final pages are filled with a mix of emotions, relief, sadness, and hope. It's an ending that prompts readers to reflect on their own lives and relationships, inspiring conversations and raising awareness about the prevalence of domestic abuse. While the ending of It Ends With Us may be unsettling and challenging, it also leaves readers with a sense of hope and the belief that change is possible. It emphasizes the strength of the human spirit and the power of making difficult choices for a better future. So, if you've read It Ends With Us, I invite you to share your thoughts on the ending in the comments section below. How did you feel when you reached those last few pages? Were you surprised by the revelation? How did Lily's journey resonate with you? Thank you for joining me in this spoiler-filled discussion of It Ends With Us. If you're interested in exploring the book, I encourage you to read it first and then come back to engage in the conversation. Remember, your insights and perspectives are valuable. That's all for today's book review. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time with another captivating read. Happy reading, everyone!